So it's working here.
Okay.
What I don't know how to do is
Not look like an idiot on live TV.
like plug this in. I could just go live. You want to change what this thing says?
Yeah, just have it say MPGIS live stream.
Okay. That's it. We don't want to put in other stuff.
Hey,
well, I mean, the biggest thing is to just get.
You know what the bottom for this is?
Okay. All right, guys. So we're about to do this, so we need no chatter.
Like this part?
Guys. Like we're about to.
Oh, like right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now I have no idea how we're gonna see the chat or any of this.
Okay. We'll just do it on the fly. Are we live?
No, just give me a second.
Oh.
Okay, we're about to go public.
Okay.
Hey, popular people!
Oh, what up?
I
Is this
assume.
working? Is this working?
This is up and
This
going.
is working?
We're still working out the kinks. We're gonna do a whole big kind of live stream event, but I don't know if we're connected to the same thing yet. So
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. If I start seeing people in the chat or something, or see views go up, then I'll know we're doing something right.
Exactly. Right now it's just me and Mark in here, apparently.
Oh, I see. People are now starting to watch.
They're starting to watch. It's starting to show up.
I think it's starting to
People are
happen.
starting to come in. Alright, so we're going.
We're gonna do like a minute of downtime while we make sure people. All right, so
People are coming in. All right. If you can see us, if it's working, come say hi, please. Let us know.
So, guys, yeah, people are in here.
Great.
We're doing this live stream to kind of talk with you guys about the future of MPGIS, the big stuff we have coming up, talking about what kind of videos you guys want to see, and also just talking about, frankly, you know, the Patreon and what we're trying to do with that, and Extra Credit Studios, you know, big fat fun Q&A.
Oh, sweet. There's a shit ton of people in here now. Oh, fuck yeah. You two don't like us cursing? We don't give a shit. Fucking bad boys of the internet. No, wait, that makes it sound like we do pornography. That's not.
Yeah,
we shouldn't
we're not.
do that.
We don't.
We're the good boys of the internet. Nope, that also sounds like we do pornography. Never mind. We're the boys of the internet. Nope, still sounds like porn. Anyway, hi everybody. We're back. We're in effect. We're making shit. We're doing shit. Thank you so much to everyone who has already donated for the Patreon. I tell you what, during this live stream, if you could become a member on Patreon, we'll shout you out on the live stream. I have my computer in front of me, so I get to see every time somebody joins the Patreon. I'm going to tell you who the last person that contributed was. Anna Ware. Anna Ware contributed $2 a month. So
But it
shout out
almost
to you.
sounds like a fake name.
Anna Ware.
I'd be worried that you're like, accidentally you're saying like a curse word.
All right, so we are here to not only talk to you about our plans, what the Patreon's going to look like, the kind of content for you all to expect, But we would venture to guess that you all have a lot of questions for us about the direction of the channel, what's happened in the past, what's happening in the future. We're here to answer all of your questions. So you have that chat going.
And it's so just talking a little bit about what we're doing. You know, me and Carlo, as we said in the Patreon video, if you haven't seen the Patreon video, you can check it out. It's called The Next Chapter. And you know, me and Carlo spent a long time trying to figure out how to get this channel to work monetarily. Because as you guys know, we go dark for a long period of time, sometimes months or years, without making a video. And the main reason for that is because YouTube ad revenue just does not pay for the show because it's stop motion. It's heavily produced. It costs, you know, quite a bit of money. And unlike other YouTubers that may easily be able to get corporate sponsors of some kind, because we're doing these very vulgar, offensive storylines, companies are not necessarily too excited about putting their brand on that. So it's been a very uphill battle that way. So we're just trying to figure out how to monetize the channel in the right way. We really think this Patreon is the way to go.
Exactly. We think that it's going to give us the opportunity to be able to produce content far more frequently and just have like the most amount of fun possible with the characters of most popular girls in this whole world of extra credit that we're building.
Yeah, somebody asked, can we have a hint of what the new season is? I mean, we're still very early in that process of trying to get the new season kind of figured out, but me and Carlo spent the last 2 or 3 years planning what a TV version of Most Popular Girls in School would look like, and we've kind of been holding back all these storylines and all these different ideas, and we're just going to now just pump them all into season 6.
Here's the hint that we'll give you. Senior year. It's the beginning of senior year.
Yeah, it is the beginning of senior year.
Yeah.
Things are definitely
going to
be changing. They're going to be bigger. You know, the episodes are going to be bigger in scope of the things that we're talking about. We're going to cover all kinds of big subjects. We're probably going to make this a much longer season than the past couple seasons, where we may do like a mid-season break where we do 12 or some odd episodes, then take a few weeks or months off, and then hit you with another 12. And again, that all depends on if we can get this Patreon really going and see good results there. It's going to be easy to keep cranking away and making more and more content.
Yeah, speaking of that, one of the questions on here was, will the episodes be 22 minutes long? That's largely based on the Patreon. If we could get the Patreon going to like crazy numbers to where it could basically finance...
People are saying that a lot of people are on the wrong stream, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
There must be like, so I'm going to kill that other stream.
Okay, yeah, kill that stream.
If I can.
Kill it bad. Kill it good.
So explain what you were saying.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is, you know, the question was, are the episodes going to be 22 minutes long? God, we would love that. That'd be amazing, because that'd be like the perfect way to tell these kinds of stories. That is all going to be dependent on the Patreon. And if the Patreon can generate enough money that essentially we could be producing our own TV show, then we absolutely will take care of that and turn it into a 22-minute kind of TV series that we just put up for free on the internet. That is like the absolute dream. That being said, it's going to cost a shit ton of money. And so, you know, that's what we're looking to do with this Patreon, is get it going as much as humanly possible. Okay, cool. So a bunch of you were on the other stream. If you were on the other stream, do us a favor and just type in the chat where the actual stream is. YouTube, like with a lot of things, doesn't really have a great functionality for live yet.
Is it a thing of like they're on a page waiting for it to transition, but because we started something new?
Probably.
Who knows? We're still figuring this part of it out.
Put your fucking arm around.
But we're going to start doing a lot more live streams. We're going to be doing a lot of patron-only live streams where we kind of talk with our patrons about what kind of content they want to see, especially when it comes to like the bonus content, you know, the spin-off episodes, the little sketch shorts. So we're doing a lot of live streams with our patrons, but we're also going to jump on and do a lot of live streams here and live streams at the Extra Credit Studios channel if we're doing things like animating a project, you know, just a live stream where you sit there with the animator and get to see how that process works.
Yeah, a big thing that we're looking into and that's going to happen is like if you want there's an option on that Patreon to be a part of our monthly focus groups, and that's literally going to be us setting up a special stream with those particular patrons and talking about like, hey, here's the ideas that we have. Which of those makes you the most excited? Which of those do you think would be the absolute best? Which, really get your opinion of what you want to see on this channel. We're going to be adding in a lot more fan interaction, and especially patron interaction. What we're doing right now, this is just giving you a little taste of what the live streams for patrons are going to be like. There's going to be regular live streams multiple times a month with myself, with Mark, telling you about what's going on, but also with the cast and the crew telling you about what's going on in their lives, telling you about what we're working on with them, what their characters are doing, all that kind of stuff. And that is going to be exclusive to patrons. This is like the one, we're like drug dealers. We're giving you a little taste, a little sniff of what's possible with the Patreon. And so live streams on Patreon are going to be constant and ongoing. All kinds of bonus content, all kinds of exclusive content like animated videos that'll never show up on YouTube. Bunch of really cool shit, and it all goes to help fund the videos that are on YouTube. And so we're focusing on you, the fans that are actually contributing to Most Popular Girls in School, and you're the ones that are keeping it alive and going.
Trying to change the thumbnail right now, because right now the thumbnail is like me looking at the computer angrily. So
that's real fun.
Yeah.
Did you change it?
Thumbnail update failed.
Good job. All right, you talk to the people. I'll figure it out.
So one thing we want to know is kind of what kind of content would you guys like to see? Obviously season 6. Obviously season 6 is the big thing we're trying to build up to. But we also want to know what are some of the shows or even just sketch ideas you guys would like to see. One thing that we've heard a couple people talk about that we're kind of interested in doing is possibly doing an updated version of some of your favorite older episodes. Obviously, the first couple seasons were animated by me on a kitchen table. We knew very little about stop motion, but we were thinking about maybe doing a thing where we kind of take episode 1 and reshoot it shot for shot with the more updated dolls and a more high-end animation style. What do you guys think about that idea? Would that be something you guys would want to see?
I'll be right back. I just have to go change the thumbnail on the other computer in the other room.
All right, see you, Carlo.
Bye.
A lot of people are saying, yeah, do that. That sounds good. People are excited about models. You guys like the idea about models where it's Cameron and Trisha too, and they stay in Europe trying to be models, and all the people they meet, super high-end bitches. All right, a lot of yeses. Can we finally have Brittany find out that Cezanne is Canadian? Maybe. You got to keep that will they won't they thing. You got to keep that. You got to keep that edge of is it going to happen? These are important facts. We're really excited also, guys, about kind of taking you more behind the scenes of Extra Credit Studios, what we do here, how we make stuff, talking more about stop motion. We'd love to see more people doing stop motion on YouTube, and maybe more stop motion stuff with us. In fact, we're working on a little short right now with a YouTuber you guys might know named Anna Kana, and it's going to be coming out in a few months. It's a pretty big, heavy-duty little short film we're making with her, but it's going to be amazing. She's going to be in our studio for the next couple of weeks, so keep your eye on our social media. We might be posting little tidbits here and there with Anna about things we're doing. Maybe we'll try to get her on to an episode of the Trisha Show or something, or certainly have her do some voices on the next season of MPGIS. So check out for that. A Trisha reunion, they literally stopped hanging out like one episode ago, and you guys already want a Trisha reunion. So keeping up with the Van Burens.
We have ourselves an updated thumbnail, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, so good.
And all identifying as others. Thumbnails are back. Suck it. Blow it.
So if you want to talk about some of the ideas for videos that we have, I'm going to read some of the questions. If you guys want to ask some questions, I'm going to be looking for some good ones about the Patreon, what we're planning to do with that, and things. We'll start talking about more about like timetables and when we'll start releasing stuff and things of that nature.
All right, let's talk times tables. 3 times 3, 9. 4 times 3, 12. 5 times 3, 15. Smart guy.
Just
right
go ahead
here.
and post a downward thumb emoji to let me know what you think about Carlos' joke.
Fuck
right
you,
there.
man.
Just any downward thumb
fuck
emoji
you.
I see, I will know what that means. I don't know
Man,
if they
you're a
can do a
jerk.
downward thumb
You're a
emoji,
bully.
actually.
You're a bully. You're a cyberbully in real life, and I'm not here for it. Anyway, some of the ideas that we're talking about, you know, in the video yesterday, we told you all about models, about keeping up with the Van Burens, keeping up with the Van Burens. We're gonna start kind of writing that and jamming on that idea right away. And part of what's involved in the Patreon is you get to have access into the writer's room. So as Mark and I are generating on these ideas, you're actually going to see that whole process. If you're interested in writing professionally and comedy professionally, or you just love Most Popular Girls, it's going to be a really cool insight that you rarely get into your favorite shows, is how they're developed, how that story gets broken, how it goes from an idea in our heads into an actual video on your screen. It's a multi-step process. I think you're going to find it really interesting. You got a question over there?
No, we had one person asked, are we going to have more LGBTQ plus involvement in characters and stuff? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you know, can't give you exact numbers, but we do have some plans.
Yeah.
Some plans for
guys
specific letters.
Yeah.
In
Definitely
the
have storylines
LGBTQ.
planned.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to do more of that.
One question that popped up on here is, will you only be posting videos on Patreon? No, there will be a lot of cool exclusives on Patreon. We're going to make it worth your while there. But part of what Patreon is going to do is it's going to allow us to continue posting on YouTube. So there will continue to be new episodes, new content being posted to both the Extra Credit Studios channel and the Most Popular Girls channel. We're going to build both of those out even more fully than they're fleshed out right now.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we understand that there are some fans of the show who aren't going to be able to contribute to the Patreon or give back in that way, and we totally get that. We still want everyone to be able to enjoy Most Popular Girls in School. And look, at the end of the day, we're all about growing this show, getting more viewers, and as the show is able to grow and accumulate more subscribers or views, then we'll actually get a lot more leverage in being able to get corporate sponsors or possibly bringing in enough ad revenue to start covering some of it so that we can even expand further without having to worry about the certain fans who aren't able to help out. But the big thing is we just needed we need the fan support now.
Exactly.
To get the engines running so that we can start to try to really build this into something big as opposed to like saving up. Well, here's a little bit. Hope you enjoy it because we're going to go away for a year.
Right, exactly. One question that popped up, so somebody said, can we ask meme questions, or is this intended to be a serious affair? It's never a serious affair with us. I'm always going to be over here making bits, you know?
Oh, man. MJ Cobb just donated 99 cents through the chat.
Oh, yeah!
Which I did not know you could do.
That's amazing!
Didn't know you could do that. So
Yeah. MJ Cobb, shout out to you.
Feel free to ask a question then too, because we would have answered.
Yeah, we have Super Chat enabled on this, so if you have a really important question, you can use Super Chat, and it goes straight to us and helps fund the channel, just like the Patreon does.
Yeah, somebody said that they feel like the patrons should get more content than YouTubers because they are paying for it. And
Yeah.
our answer to that is yes, we agree. You know, if you're a patron, you are going to get access to.
Shut up, Mark. Sade Thomas just contributed 1.99 pounds, which I know is more than $2. So suck it.
This is gonna.
Thank you, Sade. You're awesome.
All right, we may tighten up these celebrations so that we can get through some lines. But the big thing with
Grace just donated $10. Holy shit!
all right, here we go for reals, guys. So the big thing is we are going to be giving a little bit more content to the patrons. They're going to get early access to stuff. But the other thing is we're going to start making content that they're really, enjoying.
Yeah.
It's going to be, the channel is very much going to be driven by the patrons. We're not necessarily going to be focused on what gets the most YouTube views.
Right.
Even if it's stuff that sometimes, maybe we'll lose subscribers if we post, which sometimes can happen with certain videos. But if the people who are donating to the Patreon and contributing to the channel are loving that kind of content, we're going to keep making that. Because at the end of the day, you're right, they are the ones who are fueling this channel, so they're going to come first. Luckily, they like the same things you like, because that's why we're all here.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, a big. So we just have to give a big shout out to Grace, who just threw us $10, which is fucking awesome. Thank you, Grace. That's awesome.
Kind of go straight to Brittany getting her hair washed.
Yeah, well, because
it is great.
It is really gross.
Yeah. So we had some good little feedback bits on some people with talking about wanting to redo kind of updated versions of famous episodes.
Right.
What would be some episodes or scenes you would want to see redone by, our professional animators, so that all of a sudden you have this fully, 4K cinematic version of that scene? What would be some scenes that you guys would be interested in?
And while those comments are gestating, we have to recognize two people: Luna Moon, who just gave us $2, I think Canadian, which is awesome.
And she wants to know if there's going to be a secret twin episode.
Maybe. I mean, we do have more likely Stunt Brittany might become an actual character.
That's true.
We have a Stunt Brittany.
We do have a Stunt Brittany.
And the big one, Maria Soto just contributed $20 to us, which is fucking awesome. Thank you so much. And Aria Asakura gave us £5. So we're getting money from all over the world. It's fucking insane. This is amazing. You guys are insane and amazing in all the best ways, and I love you so much. Fourth Density just sent us $4.99. Much love from Cleveland, Ohio. I put some money on the Cavs to win their last series, so thank you. I appreciate that.
And Joe, just to be clear, we're going to be making some new content too. Obviously, not some. We're making a lot of new content too. We're not just talking about redoing old episodes. It's more of a fun idea, something that we could probably put together quickly, which could be a lot of fun, because some of those first episodes are in incredibly low resolution.
Yeah, and they were released on this channel 6 years ago yesterday.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary to us. But yeah, so the ideas that we're talking about of remastering old episodes and reshooting those, that's in addition to the regular episodes that we're talking about, the season 6 senior year kind of stuff. That's in addition to all of that.
Yeah. And we also wanted to start releasing not necessarily an episode that would be in a season, but just one-off videos that are episode length that are just fun little stories. If you guys have watched us for a long time, you know that sometimes in between seasons we would release holiday episodes. Like the Thanksgiving episode was a bonus episode.
No, it wasn't.
Or the Halloween one was.
The Halloween one was.
The Halloween one
Yeah.
and the New Year's one.
No, it wasn't.
You sure?
Yeah.
So just Halloween.
Halloween was us jamming on our it was the Kickstarter. It was a week before we released.
Gotcha.
More along the lines of the Lover dumpster video. It's a bonus fun video.
Right, but just more
Stuff
where
like
it's
that.
a full episode. So we want to start doing those sorts of things too. And
Coral just sent us $5, and Coral is one of the most amazing artists that we know. She sends us some of the most incredible drawings and paintings and different renderings of the characters that just blow our mind. If you see a lot of times when we'll retweet art on our Twitter, it'll be Coral's art. She just does the characters amazingly. So thank you for the donation, Coral, and thank you so much for all the art that you make. It makes our day.
And I agree that nothing would make me happier than to have Ethan and Neela be on Most Popular Girls in School, because I watch them all the time and they are hilarious.
Yeah, they're great, and we've been getting more and more interested in a lot of the YouTubers that talk about YouTube as a whole.
Well, the whole community is just having such a problem. I mean, it's really becoming an interesting thing of YouTube is going to maybe become so dependent on what sponsors and the companies that do advertisements want that it's going to be more like TV, where you can't do the kind of stuff you used to be able to do. I mean, we have experienced just complete, our ad revenue dropped so dramatically. If you guys follow any sort of YouTube kind of news or drama, you know that one of the major YouTube networks, Full Screen, that represents just thousands and thousands of channels, dropped thousands of channels off of their register because they couldn't deal with this mature content issue. And me and Carla weren't with Full Screen, but Most Popular Girls in School was also dropped from our multi-channel network because there's nothing that could be done with the ad revenue. because YouTube was so choking the video. I mean, literally, you can watch ad revenue of like, you post a video, it starts to make money, and then the video must go through whatever the algorithm is, and it's like, kaboosh!
And on top of that, in addition to losing ad revenue, though, I'm going to continue on that point, but just really quickly, I want to say what's up to Switzerland. Thank you for your contribution. You're amazing, and yes, we would love to go to Switzerland one day. Maybe this Patreon starts going really well. We'll be able to take a trip to Switzerland. But
we're not going to use your money to go to Switzerland, guys.
But if we shoot something cool, yeah, no, we'll be using our
Really
we'll be
cool.
using our own money.
We got to do those Casey Neistat videos.
Yeah, right.
What about this, guys? Barbies on $10,000 airplane seats. Right?
What?
That's fun.
What?
What if Brittany flies to Dubai and reviews the first class ticket? You know, if you guys want to put some money in the Patreon, we can call Emirates.
Yeah, we can make that happen. But we were kind of talking about this YouTube drama and what we've experienced. So not only is it that we've been losing ad revenue directly, you know, just like ads don't run on the channel as often, but also what happens is they don't show up in like your related tab or any of the shareables tab. Like it's impossible for us to get a video on the trending page or even like the related videos. Like if you're watching a most popular girls video, most of the things in the sidebar aren't most popular girls anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be if you're watching most popular girls video, boom, next episode is right there, because like we had everything tagged strategically so that if you're watching season 2 episode 3, the next thing that'll show up is season 2 episode 4. Well, now a lot of your related videos aren't most popular girls videos because they're too vulgar or too mature. And it's like to the point where for a long time, if you searched season 5 episode 3, that actual episode would be like 5th or 6th in your search results, because the name of the episode is Nude Beach and the thumbnail is all the guys with their dicks hanging out. And so that would show up so much lower in the search results. So in addition to losing ad revenue, we got dropped from our network, and it makes it much more difficult for people to find the videos and continue watching the videos after they've started.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the nice things you're saying about you know, keeping mature content on board, and I like the idea of doing a little one-off video where we talk about Lunch Lady Belinda when she's not at school.
Yeah, or one thing that we've talked about is shooting some summer stories where we find out, how did Lunch Lady and Belinda get with Jock the waiter? Because we saw that happen they were together by the end of the season, but there's a story as to how they got together, or what was Tristan doing when he and Tanner were broken up.
Yeah, and to Misty, yeah, we totally have been talking about the idea of redoing Deandra getting her arms ripped off in a more high-def, higher animation version.
Yeah,
just because,
how sick would that be?
Just because it'd be very gross.
Yeah.
Make it a lot more horrifying.
And also like the whole Trisha monologue getting reshot with like more like arms flopping around and blood everywhere. Yeah, it'd be rad.
Somebody said they found our show in a clip on Facebook.
Nice. That's
Facebook,
cool.
yeah.
All right,
Maybe Facebook would be the new place to go.
Who knows?
But I highly doubt it. It's just not a huge fan, guys. Not a huge fan of Facebook. Saying that out loud to Facebook.
Wow, bro.
Sorry.
Wow,
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Give away my data.
One question that I've seen popping up from different people is asking us like, what our TV pitches were like, because we talked about
like, did you go to Adult Swim? What about Netflix? What about Amazon? I was like, guys,
literally every network has been contacted.
We've gone around the block.
Yeah,
I assure you, and we've, you know, it has nothing to do with. It's not always the show. There's a million reasons. You know, we go to one network and maybe they have a deal with another stop motion show that's in a similar genre.
Right.
Or some networks are not interested in stop motion. A lot of networks are not doing animation at certain times. But I mean, we were partnered with Universal. We were partnered with Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
I mean, we had big people in the meetings working on this project, and it was a few years. It's been a very long process. And
it's been since we started coming up with the idea of a TV show in like at the beginning of season 3, I think.
Yeah, so it's been a long process. We've met with a lot of networks, and there's all kinds of different things. We don't want to go into the specifics necessarily of what
Of
was
who-
said,
who-
or
who said what.
If
If you want to know kind of what the process is like, though, is very rarely in the room do you find out what they thought. Usually, all that they'll say is "Thank you so much for coming in. We'll be in touch." And then,
yeah, or if what they said was actually what they felt. Who knows?
right. What ends up happening is usually about a week or a few days afterwards, you get a phone call from your agent or your manager, whoever was like the main point of contact, and they relay their feelings on your pitch, whether they'll tell you if they really like the pitch or where they are as a network, what they're looking for. Also, I want to pause myself and shout out Sarah Britton, who just contributed to the Patreon, signed up, became a member. Shout out to you, Sarah.
Oh,
much
thanks,
appreciated.
Sarah. Thanks to everyone who's been signing up for the Patreon so far. We really appreciate it. We literally came to the office today and we're like, okay, here are some video ideas. We're gonna start shooting these. We're scheduling projects. We got
we're gonna start recording podcasts. Let's run through some of these super chats that are coming in. Number one, Angel said, "I need to see more of Brittany's mom." We would love that idea. We'd love to have Hannah, Grace, and Mamrie all come back in and do some mom characters. Of course, we gotta have Michelle Visage come back in and bring back Mrs. Zales. And like you were saying, hopefully we'll have Anna do some videos.
Yeah, that'd be great. We're doing a project right now with Anna Kana. She's going to be in here filming for the next couple months.
Yeah. So make sure you follow Anna Kana on all your social media platforms, because she's going to be posting a bunch of behind the scenes stuff here in the studio with us.
Yeah, and if you follow the Extra Credit Studios social media on Twitter and Facebook, you'll get to see a lot of behind the scenes of the project we're doing with Anna as well as some of the videos that we'll be doing on the MPGIS side.
Yeah.
So check out the Extra Credit Studios stuff as well.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Rossett for contributing to the super chat. And Julie, thank you so much. Julie Vanessa loves us, and good luck with our Patreon. That's fucking awesome. Looking forward to it. Tanner, Tristan love triangle.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's hard to say. Say it. Try it. Tanner, Tristan love triangle.
I choose not to.
If high school finished, will the story take place in college? Eventually, but we're gonna be in senior year for a while. I mean, we've been in junior year for 5 years, for 5 seasons now.
Yeah, but we could do something where maybe we do like yet another spin-off thing of because Cameron and Trisha are also in Trisha 2 are now in college. They could be in college together.
Cameron and Trisha too?
Yeah,
they're fucking models, bro.
I know, but they could
They're
go back.
fucking
If they fail, they could go back to college.
You also need to plug in that computer before we
And
die.
then, oh no!
Yeah, computer's passing out. Get yourself a charger, bro.
Oh no, God, my power.
Yeah.
But somebody put up an idea of like sorority. It would be funny to see Cameron Van Buren the head of a sorority.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
or maybe a flashback to when Cameron Van Buren was the head cheerleader.
me and Carlo have been talking about, would you guys be interested if we did like a live stream, and again, this would be for patrons only, but if we did a live stream of the writing sessions me and Carlo have, where like literally we'd set up a camera kind of like this, and then me and Carlo would just kind of sit down and just write.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be
sketches or
us like
episodes.
interacting directly with the live stream, but basically you just get to be a fly on the wall in the writer's room, and the same thing with the recording sessions.
Yeah, I mean, we check in
Yeah.
occasionally with you guys, but just an interesting thing to see us write it.
Shout out to Vanessa Bland, just joined the Patreon.
But it might be a bit of a spoilers. You're gonna hear about our ideas, and then the only thing I'd be concerned with, it would be a live stream, but you guys can't record it because we're fairly. If you think the show's offensive,
Oh
god, you don't want to be in the writers' room.
Yeah. Shout out to Joachim Lord, who just joined the Patreon. People are doing it. People are being converted. It's beautiful. It's amazing.
So, all right, so people like the idea. All right, so we will do live writing sessions. What about if we did live streams of the animation sessions where you got to see the animation going on live? We could do things like where we switch the camera from like the computer screen, so you see the animation playing out, to a shot of the animator working, just to kind of see how the characters are brought to life. Cool. All right, people like that idea.
Yeah. Aria just said.
But what if you guys just like every idea?
I'd love a thing about how you write dialogue. As an aspiring comedy writer myself, your dialogue is genuinely 100% amazing. That's very sweet. But yeah, so you could see the writer's room of kind of how we build a joke, how we build a conversation and build that dialogue. And you'll also be able to see when we're in the recording sessions how we do that stuff on the fly too, because we have full scripts, but we're also in there improvising. You guys will, when we hop in the recording sessions and create a live stream there, you'll be able to watch the best improvisers in the world doing their thing. You know, because everyone that we work with, they have, you know,
they're the best improvisers in the world.
that's true. They're
So,
you know,
take it.
A bunch of them are teachers all over LA. They've been improvising for 10, 20 years. You know, like we have people like Dave Rosowski, who literally directed Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert. He was the director of them at Second City. We've got amazing people in our cast. And also, shout out to C1 Save Warren, $5. I love you so much. I hope this helps. You're fucking awesome. Thank you.
Someone asked what the Patreon link is. Maybe
Yeah.
we can type that in.
I tried to, but I don't know how you save that.
Oh, I got this. I'm on it. I'm
You're
gonna
on
make
it?
this happen. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Meanwhile, someone asked if we could have a drag queen character. I mean, that's just, you mean a character who does drag? Maybe we already do. You know, we don't hang out with Fan on the weekends, so you know, you don't know that we haven't done that yet.
Yeah,
but,
I feel like we'd have to hit up Michelle to get somebody from Drag Race to do a special voice for that,
oh yeah,
right?
like the man himself.
Yeah. So, I'll put the Patreon link right. Oh, you're putting it.
Yeah.
You're putting it in there. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm typing into the chat what the Patreon link is right now.
Like how you described that. I'm typing into the chat.
I'm typing into the chat.
I'm going.
Boom! I just sent
into
it.
The chat.
Fan is too macho to be a drag queen. Patreon only merch is coming soon. There's going to be a special merch store that's going to be available just to patrons. We're still going to have our regular store. We're kind of reshaping the regular store. And do you want to talk about what we're thinking?
We can talk about the regular. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the Patreon only merch, we have a lot of different ideas, but some is going to be basically we're going to be revamping our current MPGIS store to have a more limited selection of items. I mean, if you go to the store right now, there's literally almost hundreds.
Yeah,
of
and the reason for that is because we're partnered with Spreadshirt, and that's kind of the Spreadshirt model. Is you can just create a design, put it up. We don't have to hold any inventory.
Yeah, so we're going to be adjusting that so that one, we can have a more limited amount of designs, like the best designs that we like that are there regularly for most likely a cheaper price because we'll order the inventory ahead of time and then disperse them out. And then also we're going to be doing monthly specials of merch of, you know, this month we're doing this kind of mug and this kind of shirt or different designs. And then there's going to be the patron only merch, which is going to be super exclusive, where we'll only have a few that we sell. And for that, we're especially thinking we'll be teaming up with fans of the show. For example, who do we just have?
Talking about Coral.
Yeah. For example, like Coral does this amazing fan art where we team up with someone like them, and you get a cut of the proceeds. You know, we'll put your design on a shirt, we'll sell it exclusively to our patrons, and you'll get, you know, a certain percentage of that, so that we can kind of give back and celebrate our amazing fans who do this awesome stuff, but also get this cool, great merch for our fans who would like it that we could never come up with.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, we're going to take Fan Friday, take it to the next level. Really, really empower all of you who are these amazing, incredible artists. Shout out to Tox Coffee, who says Shea Van Buren's best. Girl, take my money.
Take my money, yo.
And shout out to Grace, who already contributed once, threw us another $5. That's what I'm talking about. I love the I Want to Be a Model shirt. If you make that available again, that's something that we're working on, is getting more of the I Want to Be a Model, or I Feel Like a Model, and I Feel Like Britney in the Overland Park jersey shirts.
I don't know what any of that stuff is. Carlo is better at the clothing trends. He'll be like, check out this design, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is, and he's like, it's big. It's big right now.
Yeah,
People will like this.
Well, those were big last summer. Shout out to Joseph Valentin Gonzalez.
So Phoebe O'Brien wrote that the only talent they have to offer is their fan fiction. That's another idea that we've had of taking some fans' fan fiction, because me and Carlo have read a few, and they are jarring.
There's some terrifying shit out there in the world, y'all.
Some scary stuff, but also some sweet stuff, and also some sweetly terrifying stuff. So we were thinking about possibly taking some fan fiction and then animating videos to that, putting a little, you know, voiceover to it and doing a little overly dramatic soap opera sketches using fan fiction. What do you guys think about that? And just so you know, it's mostly a lot of Mackenzie and Brittany making out. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, there's a lot of fan fiction there. Yeah, and we're also of the mindset to have more characters of color on the show. We just need them to be produced by the people who make dolls. That's one of the biggest bullshit things about the doll industry is that most of them are white, and that's what we have to pull from.
Yeah, and we're starting to make our own dolls here at Extra Credit Studios for different shows. We might start being able to incorporate that sort of technique into MPGIS, but that is an incredibly expensive technique, and we only do it for a lot of our really bigger budget projects that come in through the studio. But ideally, if we can get to that place, we'd love to start just making our own characters so we can have full range. We can make whatever kind of character we want.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're just joining us, we'll probably be doing this live stream till a little after 4 Pacific Standard Time, so about another 25-30 minutes. But the other thing is, if you are just joining, I've seen this question a few times, we're definitely planning on having more LGBTQ plus characters in the show. We have some ideas for some big characters coming up, but it's a thing that we're excited to get to do.
Exactly. Shout out to Ariel Mendoza. I've been watching MPGIS since I was in the 8th grade. Now I'm a sophomore in college. Love this show so much. Holy shit, we're so old, dude.
Let me ask you guys this. If we were to start a P.O. box, would it be something where you guys would want to send us, whether it be, I'm just afraid we're going to get bombarded with literally hundreds of Barbie dolls, but that's all right,
That's cool.
We'll make that work. We can do something with that. But that's so you guys can send us some cool stuff, possibly stuff we can use in the show. Show off your cool talents and skills. If any of you guys have a specialty in making your own custom dolls or doing clothing or making small props, send us pictures on Twitter to the different social media accounts, either me and Carlos or MPGIS Official or Extra Credit Studios. We'd love to see it because we sometimes reach out to different creators on like Etsy to make certain pieces of props or equipment for our show.
Yeah.
Some of the food that Deandra ate in season 5 was done from different people on Etsy.
Yeah. I have this like 1/6 scale muscular guy body you can have, but I don't want it anymore. To be honest, we have a lot of muscular guy bodies.
Too many.
In this office right now. We should invest in a warehouse if so. We would love to invest in a warehouse. That's part of why we're doing this wonderful Patreon. Patreon.com/Extra Credit Studios. Check it out.
It says, why do major networks support shows like Robot Chicken but not MPGIS? What's funny is a lot of people that work on Robot Chicken also work on MPGIS.
Yeah, that's a fun fact.
Yeah, a lot of our people, we have a lot of crossover personnel.
Question, what makes you not give up on your work? Because it's something that we fucking believe in, like this is something that we truly believe could be the biggest show in the world. It could be the next South Park, and we're gonna keep creating and making content for you all because we believe in it, because we think that it's a message that should be out there, and we think that people take themselves too seriously, and there needs to be something there to make them laugh.
We have an added benefit of what we do is fun. It's fun to come to work and do this. I mean, the fact that I get paid sometimes to do this sometimes is great.
Every now and then.
If we're able to, squeak by a living, then that's kind of a bonus because we really do get to come to work and play. What's been so tough for me and Carlo for the past several months is we have to work on other people's projects or do other different things that are not the shows that we care about or the storylines or the things that we want to make because most Popular Girls in School isn't able to keep me and Carlo, even just me and Carlo, employed full time, let alone the crew that makes the show now. So we have to spend months, even years, working on other projects or other people's projects, which is tough because we do love doing this. But when MPGIS is going, it's the most fun in the world, so we try to keep that going.
A couple of people are asking if Rachel Tice will get a glow up. We tried that. It wouldn't take.
Didn't take.
It didn't take, man. They tried to make her over. It just didn't happen. Just not possible.
I also didn't know what a glow up was until Carla was like, had to explain it to me.
Until I named one of the episodes Glow Up. And Mark's like, what's that?
You crazy kids.
What's that?
You crazy kids.
Just really quickly, Grace, thank you. Grace has to go now, everybody, but she threw $15
Thanks,
at the
Grace.
super chat. That's fucking awesome. We are so thankful for everything that you all are doing to keep Most Popular Girls in School alive. All the shit that's going on with YouTube, with the TV networks, it sucks, but you all make it worth it. So thank you.
And somebody was talking about how they try to do stop motion, but it just takes too much patience. It does take a lot of patience. It takes a lot of work. But once you start to get good at it or really get into the rhythm of it, it actually becomes pretty amazing, you know. I'm really excited to start making some extra credit studio videos for you guys to show you guys the animators that we work with and how they do what they do. And the short film that's coming out with Anaconda is going to be just amazing.
It's going to be incredible.
It's going to be next level. Like when you guys see this, you're just, hopefully you'll be so proud of us. But we've come a long way with stuff like this. So hopefully we'll be able to make a lot more tutorial videos, different kinds of demonstration videos with stop motion, so we can help you guys make cool stop motion videos that I hope you share with us.
Oh yeah, Soul Sister Support just sent us $20 and said, sorry I can't donate more, paying for a wedding right now. Congratulations, that's fucking awesome.
Well, you don't know it's her wedding.
Whose wedding?
She could be paying for like her daughter's wedding, you know.
Well then congratulations to your daughter.
Or like
how about that?
She got like a deadbeat son.
Congratulations to your deadbeat son.
Second wedding.
Congratulations. No, that's still congratulations.
But he's making him like make a big deal.
Oh wait,
out
it's
of
the
it.
deadbeat son second wedding?
Yeah, and it's like
congratulations to
we
your
already had
deadbeat
a wedding.
son again.
You know, look, what I'm trying to say is we're not making assumptions here, guys.
It's not what we're about.
That's not what we're about.
But like Margaret was saying, there's going to be so much cool stuff, not just coming out of Most Popular Girls, but coming out of the Extra Credit Studios channel. It's going to be an outlet for us to really spread the art of stop motion much more. And I know a lot of you are interested in the various aspects of stop motion and what goes into a Most Popular Girls video, whether it's the animation, whether it's the set construction, whether it's the voiceover, or the writing. So we're going to delve into all of that and talk about how we do that, and hopefully y'all will get some ideas, and that'll inspire you to make cool shit.
Somebody says that a wedding is like the one thing we haven't done, and that's true.
That is
We
true.
haven't done a wedding.
Mostly because all of our characters are minors.
Well, they're in high school, so they could become 18 this year. They're seniors.
That's true.
And we already have two that have a baby.
That's true.
So, maybe it's like, oh, we're having a shotgun wedding. It's like, it's not a shotgun wedding if you already had the baby.
Wait, was that Blaine or Rachel?
Blaine.
Your Blaine sounds a lot like Rachel.
I don't do,
Or
please,
Morty.
everything sounds like everything.
That's because I'm a good voiceover actor.
See, that Blaine sounded like Rachel.
This is Rachel, you idiot.
Well, yeah, now I can tell the
fucking
difference.
Rachel. I haven't
Before it
started-
was,
No, Blaine is up here. You see, you gotta get Blaine all the way up in the roof of your mouth.
long story short, Blaine stays on wedding. Season 6?
Green
Question
card
mark?
wedding.
It's not a green. Oh, it is a green
They
card
just said
wedding.
let's Blaine and Cezanne have a green card.
Oh man! And if they don't get married, guys, she gets deported.
To where?
Who cares?
Canada.
And so Brittany makes it her mission to break them up. Guys, I'm loving this storyline. This is working.
All right. Here we go.
Guys, this is exactly how it happens. We just start riffing and being like, whoa, this actually
This
works.
is great.
Cezanne's going to get deported unless she gets married. So she's going to have to marry Blaine. So Brittany's like, there's my chance to get rid of Cezanne and break up their wedding because, of course, who the hell wants that? And then we get to end the season in the big will they, won't they wedding, just like Vanderpump Rules. Just like every season of Vanderpump Rules.
Guys, Mark just got into Vanderpump Rules like it's fucking 2013 over here.
I didn't just get into it. I just started
you did.
watching it over my wife's shoulder as she has been binging it nonstop. But she didn't just get into it, but she is going back and re-watching seasons.
That's because the first 2 seasons are great.
So every time I come into the house, a different time period is playing. So until I see what, who's the total douchebag bartender?
Jax. What
So
Jax's hair is.
Yeah, until I see Jax's hair, I don't know what time period it is.
Also, like you
Wow.
said, like there's one total douchebag bartender.
What a tangent.
Wow.
Sorry, guys. Anyway, green card wedding. We're loving this.
Deandra crashes the wedding by eating the cake.
Might have to happen.
This is fantastic. So we'll probably
Hello,
gonna be-
Marvin. There's your shout out.
Whoa.
Moving forward.
Whoa, people pay good money for those shout-outs, bro.
That's okay.
Can we? We'll say we'll probably be here for another 10 minutes chatting with you guys.
Yeah.
So get in your last questions.
Just to enjoy us for a little bit before you run on over that Patreon and just fucking sign right up.
Will Brittany and Deandra find boyfriends? Who knows? Who's to say they're interested in boys?
Well, Brittany is.
Brittany she likes giving them hand jobs. That's for sure.
She definitely likes doing stuff to boys.
That's true.
Which doesn't mean anything, guys.
You can be whatever you want to be. So many nice things coming out. I just have to say that again. Y'all are awesome, and thank you for keeping this thing alive. This whole Patreon. Mark and I are both excited about what it's going to be able to allow us to do, how we're going to be able to create more content for you. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, and obviously it's been a bit of a slow start with the Patreon, but we have some ideas for some videos we're going to start unloading this month. So, I mean, I don't want you guys to think that we're just going to sit here and kind of build up and build up and build up, and you're not going to see anything for months and months. We're going to release some stuff this month, hopefully start, keeping the energy going. But we do appreciate anything, not just signing up for the Patreon, but if you guys aren't able to, which is totally fine, sharing the video, sharing the story, sharing the show.
Yeah.
Get people excited, interested, get them wanting more so that we can, really push out more content. At the end of the day, that's all we're trying to do is figure out a way to make more of this show that you guys seem to enjoy. And unlike regular YouTube shows, it's incredibly, more expensive than, sitting here in front of the camera like us and just talking.
Yeah, exactly.
It just takes a lot more money, a lot more time in production, and we still want to make it. We still want to have it here. We think that, it grew up on this channel. You guys have watched it come from a very bad idea to something really impressive and really cool, and we just want to keep on going.
Exactly.
And that's why we appreciate your support. And if you're not able to contribute to the Patreon, it's not a big deal. Share the video. Share the channel. We appreciate that. It means the world to us.
Also, shout out to Cody Chaotic, who just threw $10 at the super chat. Really appreciate it. He's been a fan since the first visit to the bathroom. Way back in those old days.
How much is stop motion animated per second in general? I don't know if that question is how long does it take to do a second or how much money is it?
Well, talk about how long what we did per day in last season Most Popular Girls and what a typical thing would be like.
Okay, so last season the Most Popular Girls in School, season 5, we were doing about 50 seconds of animation per animator a day, and there were 2 animators, so we were doing about 100 seconds of animation every day, so just about a minute and a half. And as a normal stop motion production, like let's say something like Robot Chicken, they'd be doing more like 8 to 10 seconds a day.
And a movie like Isle of Dogs, they did less than 1 second a day.
Right, less than 1 second of footage for every animator every day. So those are just incredibly large timelines, incredibly large budgets, and usually a show like Robot Chicken takes a year from writing to actually turning in. Whereas the Most Popular Girls in School, once we have the budget put together, we can knock it out in a matter of 3 months. You guys start seeing videos. And as far as cost, per second of like a stop motion TV show, something like Robot Chicken, would be as expensive as about $1,000 a second of footage. Every second, $1,000. Now, MPGIS is not anywhere near those budgets. It's much more down in the range of well under $100 a second, but it's still a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it still takes time.
Season 5, the budget was 6 figures. So, it's definitely not cheap.
Yeah, definitely not. But, I mean, we hope you guys see the dramatic difference, between season 5 and season 4 even. It's huge.
This question just keeps getting asked in like all the comments and stuff. Like, would you ever pitch to Adult Swim? Adult Swim does not want this show.
Yeah, tried it.
Yeah,
didn't take.
They did not want a meeting.
Fun fact about Adult Swim also is they don't have a whole lot of female-driven content, and this show has got female leads, so not necessarily up their alley. But no big deal, no hard feelings. We still love Adult Swim. I think Rick and Morty's amazing. By the way, fun side note, unrelated to MPGIS. Have you seen that Rick and Morty's coming out with a little comic book?
Oh, like the
The chick track?
yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I'm married into the family that runs Chick Publishing, which if you know what that is, you can look it up online. It's pretty fascinating. But Rick and Morty, a show I like, is making fun of Chick Publishing. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? What other questions we got here? Yeah, who has Deandra's human arms now? I think they're still in Trisha's locker.
Yeah, they're just rotting. First day of senior year, she comes in, opens your locker, it's like, oh my
Oh,
god.
that's right!
I should have thrown these out.
Oh, that's right. Angel K, thank you so much for the money that you threw in the super chat and for signing up for the Patreon. That's awesome. That's really fucking cool. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, Mark's married.
Yeah, I'm soups married, guys. I got married last October.
In fact, Mark's wife is in the chat right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is she the one saying that?
No.
Is she the one being like, Mark's married?
Mark's married.
Stop calling
He's
him
a
daddy
married
in the
man.
comments.
And I have a girlfriend now.
All right, let's not.
Because I'm cool. I'm a cool guy.
We're getting off
I'm a
track.
cool guy who dates.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nico Itoy.
Oh, great shout out. Shout out with a question mark.
Who just signed up for $10 a month on the Patreon. Hell yeah. Keep that shit going.
Somebody wrote, ew, heteros. Really funny. There was something very funny about, if you saw the Patreon video that we just uploaded called The Next Chapter, me and Carlos show a little clip of the two of us the first time we were on video on this channel. And at that time, we were not at the end of episodes. It was just episodes, and so no one knew who was behind it. It said created by Marco and Carlo Moss, but no one knew what we were like.
Yeah.
And so we were appeared in that video, like all the initial comments were like, whoa, these two guys are the ones making this show?
I feel dirty.
This is weird.
This is the weird part of the
two
internet.
adult dudes.
Who is your favorite character to voice act? It's Rachel. Fucking love Rachel. My favorite moment ever to voice act was
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I hate you all and I hope the bad things happen in your lives.
Because it was the first time he remembered his lines.
yeah.
Really proud of him.
Nah, man, that thing was all improvised.
No lines.
Fuck you. Also, fuck you was improvised. The fuck you after that was improvised. The fuck you after that
Yeah, I was
was
going to say,
written.
really big brag there. You improvise all those fuck yous.
Could you sell those cardboard cutouts? These things were fucking expensive.
Yeah, I
Things are
mean,
too
we
expensive.
could sell them for a lot.
Yeah.
We'd have to buy them in such a big bulk, and then we'd have to store just hundreds of big cutouts. But I'm sure you could, get a picture quickly and, whoa, what the hell is that?
We just got 1,000 yen, dog!
How do you know that's yen?
Because I know what the symbol for yen is.
You know the symbol for yen?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bro. Come on. That yen is about $10. Nice. Thank you, Coral. Appreciate the currency exchange.
Mark, what's your go-to voice when acting? I don't know what that means.
What's like my go-to voice is Rachel.
Oh, well, I only do Than, but I probably still only do Rachel as if I'm
Or Havoc.
or Dr. Havoc. Have you guys ever seen Dr. Havoc's diary? I do.
Which it's coming back.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be some Dr. Havoc shorts on True TV in a couple months.
Yeah.
We'll let you guys know when that's happening.
Oh, also my episode of Sesame Street airs this weekend, so there's that. If you have HBO or PBS either this weekend or Monday, I'm on an episode of Sesame Street that we produced, so you can see me and my television son.
Like I said, guys, we want to stop making stuff for other people. It's the worst.
I have a son with a wheelbarrow, and we make flowers for his mother.
I think you overpronunciated wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow.
Okay.
Wheelbarrow.
Someone asked, how do we balance between making what we want and making what people want, like following views, following subscribers? I mean, it's a bit of a balance in the sense of if we do something that we really like and the audience literally just hates it, we'll probably not do that again. Simply because we don't want to do anything the audience doesn't want to do unless it's really important to us. Every now and then we'll do stuff just to upset, knowing the audience is going to be upset. But, I mean, it's a little tricky because you can't help but want to just keep doing what people are liking because that feels good. But luckily, we've been very fortunate in that our fan base is surprisingly on board with what we're doing and what we do and how we do it. So it's been pretty interesting. And what we're excited about this Patreon is being able to talk with you guys more often, more regularly like this, to not only have you guys give us interesting ideas, like I'm so down for this,
For the green card
this
wedding.
green card wedding. I'm like, that's gonna happen. But also just hearing what kind of other one-off videos you guys like. What if you guys like what kind of behind the scenes you like. If you like the cast quizzes, if you like seeing how the cast, how they got to be where they are and what they do in the regular life, or if you like the live streams, that's really good to know. So doing this Patreon is really more about us honing in the content towards you guys, the fans that we have, as opposed to trying to reach out and grab even more fans and do whatever's topical.
Yeah. Somebody asked where can they watch Dr. Havoc. Right now, nowhere, because Full Screen died.
Yeah, we did it for Full Screen, which was a platform for a hot minute, and it's no longer a platform. So we have like 30 episodes of that show just kind of sitting.
30 really kick-ass episodes, but there are new episodes coming to True TV. So that'll be cool.
We can't post the 30 episodes to YouTube, by the way, because we are only partial owners and our partner won't allow it.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to business.
Why is the story set specifically in Overland Park? Because when I wrote the first episode, which was just a sketch, which was a live sketch, I needed a specific place to go to, so I closed my eyes, pointed to a spot in the middle of a map of the United States, and landed on Overland Park, and I was like, well, that sounds like a real place. One thing that we should also talk with, some people might be excited about, is we're talking about possibly doing international versions of MPGIS
we possibly dub
of translating the actual voices into other languages. So that could be cool.
Somebody asked if we already have a storyline for Keeping Up with the Vampirans. Well, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, we don't really need a storyline. It's just idiots acting like idiots.
Yeah, and
shots fired.
And the format is going to be reality television style format.
Yeah, so there will be like cutaway interviews, things like that. So it's going to be kind of a Keeping Up with the Kardashians little spoof. We don't have too much storylines yet, but that's probably going to be the first writer's room live stream we do.
Yeah.
Is Keeping Up with the Vampirans writer's room, and just have you guys see, because we have the loose idea. This was really a fan-based concept.
Right.
We didn't come up with this concept, and so you'll get to see us from start to finish how we come up with it. And mostly, it's going to be me talking about green card weddings.
Do you think you could do stickers as merch or magnets? Absolutely. We definitely want to talk to you all about what you would be most interested in terms of merch. We're also talking about doing some sweet lapel pins, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
And also that $50 Patreon tier, I believe it's tier 4 or 5. That's going to be a special spot for some really cool merch and memorabilia, where every 2 months you're going to get a special design, whether it's like a kick-ass hoodie or like a script that's signed by the entire cast, or like a photo or piece of memorabilia that's signed by everybody.
One thing we're totally going to do, and Sabrina just brought this up in the chat, is we are going to come out with a fully decked out, like, real cheer uniform.
Yeah.
That's going to be like a legit cheer uniform that you guys can buy. Is that also yen?
That's also yen.
Oh.
500 yen. How do you balance between making what you want to and what people tell you to make?
Yeah,
I get most likes / view for requested bids, but I want to show my idea too. Like the idea is you create whatever you want to create. When it comes to what people tell you to make, like sometimes that's what you have to do to pay rent. But like our biggest advice would be, if you have something that you want to make, go make it. Like go create, put it out in the world with no preconception about where it could go, what it could be, but just let it be free and keep making shit. That's our number one piece of advice. It's just like, go make stuff. And coincidentally, that's also going to be what the Extra Credit Studios channel is going to be all about, is showing you how to make stuff and encouraging creation.
Somebody wants to know, can we see lesbians? Yeah, it's the internet, man.
It's the internet.
It's not a problem.
It's a lot.
Just Google
This
search.
is a lot.
Or Bing search if you want to find really offensive.
Marky Xander just joined the Patreon. $5 a month. Killing it, Marky. Thank you. Killing it. Killing it.
Somebody wrote stop. That's probably referring to you.
Will you ever get Ariana Grande for most popular girls? That'd be great. If you know her, let her know we'd be interested. Oh, and also they said, why is Carlo Moss so awesome? Just, you know, it's
You're not
just,
even reading the comments anymore.
Yeah, I
just
am.
make
Yeah, I
it up.
am. The awesome is in all caps, and I don't know. I'm just me.
That was a weird sound.
Adorable.
Yes, we will. We're going to have lesbian characters. Somebody has already brought up that Lunch Lady Belinda. I mean, Lunch Lady Belinda's just bisexual, maybe pansexual.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Probably pan. She's probably full pan. But yeah, well, you know,
Yeah, like the
senior year, people are going to be discovering things about themselves. You know,
exactly.
getting
The,
ready to experiment
the big thing for us is
with their tongues. She's going to keep cutting you
Ew,
off.
stop it. Ew. The big thing for us when it comes to creating more characters of color, creating more characters of different gender identities, is we want to make sure that we do it right. We don't ever want to create characters because of tokenism. You know, being Latino, one thing that I always struggle with is the idea of tokenism. Of, hey, we made this character Latino, so now you can
Let's
have
give him a lot of tokens.
So now you can have a part. Like a big thing for me is proper representation, not just let's drop this here so now we can check a box. That to me is shitty. And what we want to be able to do is tell an authentic story and tell something that is worth telling, and not just drop a token in just so that we can say that we did. And it's important for us.
Yeah, agreed. And also, because we try not to make it such a big deal what someone's sexuality is. A lot of people are bringing up very interesting things of like, Judith's basically a lesbian because she's basically in love with Bridget.
Well, and yeah, and that's another big thing for us is just the sexuality doesn't have to be an identifier for people.
Yeah,
You know, like,
yeah,
who-
man, get woke, guys. Fucking get woke.
Who you date or the gender that you date doesn't have to be a defining characteristic of you. You know, like one of the things that I really love about the stories that we tell is that a lot of them, like for our girls, don't center around who they're dating. You know, they center around a whole lot of different things. What their aspirations are, the cheer squad, friendship, murdering French models, all kinds of stuff. Our show passes the Bechdel test, is what I'm trying to say, and I think it's pretty cool. You know, so yeah, they don't necessarily have to be defining characteristics of a character. For example, Theater doesn't really give a shit about who she dates, unless it's a burrito. I'll marry a burrito. I marry. Oh, if you could marry a burrito and a quesadilla, I would marry that marriage.
People are saying that they would like to see an Asian character and that Anna should play an Asian character. That's a good idea.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Can
you guys do a Mean Girls episode? Every episode of this show is a Mean Girls episode. What are you talking about?
They're all mean.
What are you talking about?
They're all mean, except for Amber Lynn. What if Judith is friends with Rachel only to get close to her sister? No, they're true friends.
We are real friends. We are true. We are Gossip Girl enthusiasts.
So, if you guys, unless there's, we'll keep on here for a little bit. If you guys have any big major questions you want us to ask, or want us to answer, things about the characters or what's going to happen next, just hang tight. You guys are going to get, if you join the Patreon, you're going to get a lot of behind the scenes stuff, seeing the writer's room. You're going to see things of us like making storyboards, planning out shots, buying characters, seeing how that process goes. So if you want to, know a lot of what's coming up, join the Patreon, get on the inside so you can brag to all your friends about what they don't know.
Yes, Mackenzie is Asian, at least part Asian.
Half Asian.
We know that for sure. Cezanne is frustrating. Who does her voice? That's Andrew Delman, who also plays Shea Van Buren. Oh, Rachel and Judith get in a fight with someone on a fanfic forum. Oh shit. When is Hipchelistockalooza 2018 happening? I would love if we could make this show so big that we could actually have our own real life Hipchelistockalooza. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be big.
We would have it in Overland Park for
We
sure.
should just have like a pep rally.
Nah, Hipchelistockalooza, bro.
Alright,
All right, fine. Well, okay. If we're making up money on Patreon, we'll have a pep rally in Switzerland.
We should have a pizza party at Pizza Street.
Yes.
Just because it'll be cheap.
That's true.
That's my main idea.
$3.99 buffet, baby. Are any of the characters based on real people? I mean, Liam Neeson's kind of based on.
Liam Neeson.
Well, no, he's based on a fictional character.
Yeah.
He's based on the dad from Taken.
I don't know that any of them are based on anything.
Yeah.
No, probably not. They're all pretty ridiculous, right? If we knew people like that, that would be awful.
That's true.
Oh, that's not true. Mr. Mac
Oh, that's
is
right.
based very specifically on someone I know who is a teacher who is exactly like that. So that's for real.
Mr. Cope and Mr. Moss, would you consider making a Deandra prequel story about her time at her old school?
It's not a bad
It's
idea.
not a bad idea.
Bring back old Atchison
Yeah.
cheerleaders.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Yep.
All right, guys, we're wrapping this thing up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Hope we answered some of your questions. If you have more questions, you can hit us up on social media, but check out our Patreon. Join that. We're going to be interacting with you guys a lot more, and a lot more of these live streams are going to be popping up on the Patreon page, and they're going to be hidden behind that sweet, sweet wall of...
It's called a paywall, Mark.
I was trying to, make it sweeter. A sweet, sweet wall of, prestige.
Anyway, thank you all so much for contributing to the Patreon. Thank you for keeping this show alive and going. And yeah, we will be talking to you on the live streams, in the writers' rooms, in the recording studio, and all over social media.
Bye.
Wow, that was a bad one. Bye.